This man shocked everyone during his drift. Even before anyone else had time to react, he had already overtaken them. Mary's brother couldn't understand why Jack was still keeping up with him. He thought Jack had floored the accelerator. Jack, however, was very calm. Mary didn't understand why her brother was so anxious. She didn't know that Jack was already closing in on them. Previously, everyone looked down on Jack, but now they all thought he was amazing. Even the Toyota 86 that Jack was driving was specially marked by the system. The commentators believed it was impossible. Now, all the drivers had entered the third timing zone. Jack's Toyota 86 hadn't achieved a good ranking, but he wouldn't give up. Jack didn't slow down during every drift, and Mary's brother saw Jack in the rearview mirror. They entered the third timing zone with the same gap as the first lap. Why was Jack, driving a Toyota 86 with less power, able to catch up so quickly? Mary and her brother weren't easy to bully either. Even if they couldn't catch the car ahead, they wouldn't let Jack overtake them now. Jack wouldn't give them the chance. When Mary's brother planned to make another move, Jack directly overtook them. Mary was stunned as she watched Jack pass by her. By the time she reacted, Jack was already between her and her brother. They didn't expect Jack to overtake them while chasing. However, they had to stay calm. Jack hadn't overtaken her brother yet, so they could still carry out their second plan. As long as they maintained this state until the straight section, Jack's Toyota 86 would lose speed due to its lack of power, and they could shake him off. But now, her brother had to make sure Jack didn't overtake him. The coach, watching from the sidelines, was worried. He knew Jack was good, but now he didn't know how to solve the problem. If Jack made a mistake, his car's front would be destroyed. But Jack wasn't an ordinary person. Mary was stunned, and her brother couldn't believe it. His car was the god of the corners. Meanwhile, the battle for third place was also intense. The drivers had entered the smoke-filled Ghost City ahead of schedule. In such a section, every driver would slow down. Now, Jack and Mary had pulled ahead and caught up with the 10th driver. Before long, Jack entered Ghost City as well. He told his coach that he was going to increase his speed and asked him to report the gap between him and the car ahead. Although Jack's visibility was low, he had memorized the route. The coach didn't understand what Jack meant, but all he could do was follow his instructions. The coach kept reporting the gap between Jack and his opponent. Jack began his countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What?
And the opponent couldn't believe it, he was overtaken. The Toyota 86 kept appearing on the live screen, and the audience began to pay attention to Jack again. The coach continued reporting the gap between Jack and the car ahead, but as he did, he nearly cried. He apologized for giving Jack such a weak car, yet Jack was able to catch up with the other competitors, cars that he could never afford in his life. Now, Jack was aiming to catch up with the Porsche ahead. The man driving the Porsche was informed by his coach that there was a Toyota 86 chasing him at high speed. He thought he had heard wrong. This was the center of Ghost City. It was impossible for a car with such poor performance to overtake on such a section. Jack then started his countdown again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The man